Fifth Shiur, Torah Alef, where we're holding. We started learning about what is together with the Yetzer Torah. What is the Yetzer Torah all about? What's the Yetzer Hara all about? Again, what have we learned? We've learned about the Yesod of a Yid, a human being that has Seichel. It's a Ksil B'choshech Eilach. It can be a fool. Well, that's not a human being. It's not what Klal Yisrael is about. It's not a Odom. It has to have some kind of Seichel. Don't be a Ksil, don't be a fool. You know what, you're alive, you make a bracha every day. Shabacha one of Kodamim, that's known as Terasa. We know the truth. When we move from the Sheker, we know the truth. Because we have to be all smart. Just be smart. So being smart really means that if you look in everything, what's the Seichel of the thing? As we learned that the Yesod of looking at the Seichel is, there's Torah and everything. It's also smutter. What's smutter? How's it also? Everything there's a mitzvah, and everything there's some mindset. A good thing, a good mindset, there's something we can do some Shemaim and everything. But in depth, if we learn the Halachos, and if we get the Torah of the Baal Shem Tov, we get into this. There's a thing of looking in everything in a Torah-like manner. Or the Torah, tells us, Bereshit bara the Kimus Shemaim v'Sovas, that Hashem made the world. So you can always see the world like that in a different light. You see the ground and the hills, the Horim, and all the miracles, all the stones, the marbles, everything. It's wonderful. It's gold and diamonds inside. Hashem makes it. The trees, and everything that grows, all the food. They have Sameh, it's called, the Chai, all the animals, what's going on, and a person. And Amidavar is a Yid. Right? He is with all his murders. It's all so nice and fresh, Abura. The Ish, Mayim, Ruach, Ofer, Shemayim, the sun, the moon, the stars. So that's looking at the Seichel of the world. What's going on here, really? It's all nice and nissim. It's all something that Hashem is Machai and Chadish. B'tuva Master Bereshis. All the time that Hashem is Chadish B'tuva. It's a Munas Chidush, which the Rebbe says in his last Torah, the Tzavur, this is the main thing he wants us to do. Always remember Munas Chidush. Remember always where we are, what's going on here. Now, Chidush means also we have what's on us. What we have to do. Because we make the world new. We make the world a clean world without the clippers. Every day we get up and make brachas, we daven from solid the clippers in the world. We don't see that yet, but you can see it in the whole day, how you live the day. You can live a different kind of day. To take off the clippers and the Hastorah and remember Hashem. And looking inside in the Seichel called over means also looking at the Seichel of every mitzvah, which, of course, you come to do the mitzvah in a different way. It's your life, the whole feeling, the whole islahavas, you're happy with it. And it's just a happiness, just a play way. You can be on fire, it's real islahavas, the mitzvah is. You can do the mitzvah because you really care about it. You don't fall away. You can hold on. That's the seichel of a mitzvah. But then there's a seichel of everything, the rituals of where a person has to sleep, getting his clothes, his house, he has to eat, and his parasa, and all the midas that you go through your whole day, what people bring you into, and everything. There's a way to serve Hashem and everything. And this way is like Hashem told us in a very plain manner. Look at the halachos, you can find it. You can find it very way. How you can serve Hashem with everything. There's a way also looking at the seichel of what are the midas that are where you are. You're angry, cast, right? Yeah, you want something. Now it's a havas of foolish, a zeros of foolish. You have it by this. You think somebody wants. It's all midas that you can look into the seichel, what's going on, and you can look at the seichel of your nefesh. Is your nefesh mevur, or it's going through a hard time? Because your nefesh isn't mevur, so you don't have simcha. So that's looking at the seichel of for everything, which is the Or Gadol, which is the main thing of living a life of a Yid. Prince Yaakov was Misgaber on Esav. He turns Esav over. Yakveni fools him. Because you have to fool the world. Because you're really doing something Gashmi. When someone looks at you, doesn't say you're doing anything. You yourself look at this Gashmi, like a master. But no, really, you're doing Avodas Hashem. This is a thing that makes life completely different. We all can understand that looking at the Seichel and Pnimius is something which you can find it very hard. If you want to look into the real Seichel, remembering all the good halachas even, all of the Hashem Tov talks, especially, where it has some feeling in Kabbalah, which is the real pratim of everything, you're going to lose yourself completely. And if you do know things, and there's things you do that are you already handled it a little bit, you got somewhere, you're going to fall down. This world goes down and up. If you want to think that if you fell down a little bit, I'm not doing it right anymore, and I can't do anything. So I'm working all day. No, you're working Shem Mitzvah. All the tirchas I have with Shem Mitzvah, I'm just running around the heat all day. No, Hashem is with you. I grab some Torah, I'm good. Yeah, you got to grab Torah to keep up, but even when you have to, you grab the Torah, you got to close to Hashem. The Torah makes you close to Hashem. No, I can't look at anything famous. And same thing with Parnasa, with eating, it's the house and everything. You fall down easy. And you say, all I have is only mitzvah Torah. Oh, that's only mitzvah, only Torah. There's no mitzvah to be close to Hashem. The Torah fools you. That you don't have the side, the tzaddikim who are serving Hashem, are serving Hashem really, Emes tell us, no, you're serving Hashem the whole day. And say, no, I only Torah. Okay, it's a mitzvah to learn Torah, but you say only Torah. You're fooling yourself. The other side, something says, no, you're not learning Torah, you're finished. He's telling you you're far from Hashem because you're not learning enough. He always tries to fool us. Rebbe has the biggest side over here. He says, even if you can't look in the Seichel Mitzvah, no, you can hold on to the truth like the moon shines at night. It's beautiful, so nice. And it just gets some light from the sun. Just some light every day. The month is different, but it's just some light. And with that, the moon is just like the sun. At night, you can run. You can make your way through a night. As those days they needed the sun, didn't let the moon at night or whatever. So Rebbe says, if you can't look at the Seichel and Prinas Ches, you can look at the Seichel and Prinas Nun, which is, I know that the Shekhinah is here, Hashem's honor, Hashem's kavod is here right now, and He needs me. And the Seichel of Dover is, I know Hashem needs me now, not tomorrow. Now He needs me today. And what I can do right now is all He wants. And what you can do is sometimes you can have this Seichel of being a B'simcha. You have the Seichel of praying, having a Munah. Of being the Tzamtzum yourself, it's like P'nai Malchus, means like a Tzimtzum of Kabbalah. So just focus on one thing. I'm doing Ritzon Hashem now. And don't say you're far. Don't think you're far. That's the point. And do what you can do. And appreciate. See the light of what you're doing. Appreciate it. See it. Don't let it get so full with some mitzvah that what you're doing now isn't right. It's supposed to be something else. I'm doing what I can right now. Don't let it so fool you that you have to do something else. Don't let it so fool you that since you don't have that madrega right now, you're far. This is the main lesson of this Torah, which is like a major teaching which we must have. It's a must-have. Both parts of this are the must-have. Like, because some people say they can't do anything, they can't look in Seichel at all. Well, how are you living really? You can't look. You're looking at Seichel. If you look at your Seichel, you have His Boydus, and you be close to Hashem. You see, hey, everything's really good. It's nice. I'm doing Ritzon Hashem. My life is full of meaning. This is good. This is great. Some level of seichel, you don't be a fool. You can do it. But you have to see it, appreciate it, and know this is it. This is good. This lesson is very important. You should be able to look at seichel. It's very important that in all times you can hold on. Now, Rebbe calls this thing chen. It's the ches and the nun. The ches means that you're always, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to focus on the thing that I know is a pneumius, and we can make it. We can mezir to that, and that's what the Rebbe is teaching us. It's the derech of Hashem, the derech of tzaddikim, and it's what the Rebbe's derech is very. It's very barachov and Likutei halachos how you can live a good life, but you have to always know that you're going to go up and down, and that you can live with the plain thing always. If you don't understand that, what's the problem? Now I'm focusing on the small kind of seichel. Well, that's called nun, right? And as we've learned. That this plain called seichel, the Rebbe spoke about this in the first chedek of the Torah, is to pick up the chen of being a yid. Because the Yitzhar wants to make the malchus. It should be less than a garma klon. It shouldn't be a nun even. You shouldn't be able to see the chen and the nachas, the chen that you have before Hashem, and the hasruach you're making to Hashem Yisparach. He doesn't want you to see that. So you have emunah, but you're not applying your emunah. And this is like the first level of where everything starts, which is the beginning of this Torah of Bimala Meroimam Dechein Ha'amiti Shal Yisrael. Always Bimala Meroimam. If that's nachas for me, Mala means bring it up when it falls. Meroimam means bring it up and up. It becomes seichel. So that's the lesson we went through here. And the Rebbe explains over here how important this thing is. That if you look at the seichel, if your oira levanis koirachama, this means that even your plain ischaskas makes you be so happy and so close to Hashem, just as if you'll be leirachama. That way, you're always living in light, in happiness, in seichel, because you know that the oira levanis is also good, like the leirachama. Now, we've learned this again, but here we're going into the opposite. If a person doesn't have a mish, and the Rebbe warns us, it tells us, if you're not mekasher yourself to the seichel, but mekasher means just be mekasher. So Rebbe want that. He just gives up on it. The seichel, the chochma, the chiyus. Rebbe says 3 languages here because he really means it. He means that the chiyus shebechol dover is that there is a kedusha in this place. There's chiyus there. There's malchus. There's something going on. The chochma is the real truth. The seichel is what you can feel always. Seichel is being elect tefuna. I can understand. Being a kasha is something you understand. Being a kasha is that tzaddik I know they make from yichudim and make tikkunim from this small thing I'm doing. Being a kasha to the chiyus. Have some chiyus. Get up. Get yourself alive. Get out of every time you fall down. We fall down. You get messed up. Back to the chiyus. Come on. You just have to tie yourself. I'm tied in. Who cares? I fall down. I can't fall. I'm tired. They're pulling me. So you have to be conscious of. You have to have a rotzen, a tshuka, a stoikigus. It's like a person's in the dark. He's looking to the light. To say that's what this is the point of this Torah. Always a person wherever he is, pick up that drop of light, the drop of truth, and yearn and do it. Rotzen, a stoikigus, and I want to get there. Some things you can't get to. It takes 10 years. Learning something, understanding can take you, but you keep on learning. And this is what Rebbe wants from everybody. You still don't understand these things? Rebbe's telling you what the truth is the truth. Why I need Zohar, I need Kabbalah. No, you need what Tzaddik can tell you. Learning what you need, whatever you can learn, you need to learn. But what you need is what the Tzaddik can give you in a way of doing things with Kedusha. Well, only with Kedusha, but Tahara, am I that from? You know, my friend, you have no choice. We're talking about being from, we're talking about being freilich. We're talking about being happy. We're talking about life with a meaning. That meaning is from, it makes you, that your life is full of mashmos. It's full of something which makes you sipuk and happiness. There's meaning in your life, right? There's not going to be any meaning. Now, if you're going to leave that alone, right? So here's what the Yitzhar says, what's going on with us. He says, This is Esav. זה בחינת Esav שביזו es הבכורה, כמו שנאמר, ויבז Esav es הבכורה דעשיך. So, if you're leaving, you're not Mikasher yourself, then you're like Esav. We just made a point, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we mentioned this, the Rebbe saying it. Okay, I know you're not Mikasher yourself, but you want to. Yeah, she's not Esav, because Bizo, it says, he's ashamed. So leave me alone already. So in other words, he's teaching us here that there is Aliyah Sachein, that even if you're not Mikasher yourself, the Chachma, which is, yes, sir, got you a little bit, but you're not Mevaza, you really want it. He said, well, I want it. So you did do it right. You did the right thing. Hey, I did it right, but I wasn't completely right. Oh, we're not talking about that. We're talking about something you have something to be happy about now. Okay, you didn't make 100 million, but you made $1 billion. It's not that bad, It's worth it. You wasn't Mevaza, what means you were screaming to Hashem. I talk about something like the thing that teaches us that a person he just has charot and just gives one krech. I'm sorry. Those words bring with us a rach momentum. So you did the best you can. Now, if you won't focus that you did the right thing, then you're not going to go further. You're going to say it didn't work. But if you want that, and focus on that, if people tell you you didn't do anything, you're not worth a penny. I don't care. I want to focus on Hashem. I want to be close to Hashem. So really you want to be close to Hashem. So you are looking at searching for the sun. These are things that Rav teaches us in length, many, many lessons. So we're just medayik in the world of Mavaza. But again, some things I can't talk to my friends, I'm talking to myself. Whoever warns us, don't be Esav. Right. Don't be Esav. Now Esav, Rebbe calls it Esav here. It's the opposite of Yaakov, right? Yaakov starts with Esav. Esav is, is B'chor. You get out first. He says, I'm the boss, and I am B'chor, So Yaakov says, oh, you're the boss. He grabs him by the ankle and says, oh. Yaakov turns him over. I'm first. So Yaakov, right? So over here you lose the thing. You're losing it out. It's like a fight between Yaakov and Esav. Yaakov is the seichel. It's the seichel also of the Yaakov, how to turn every situation into Avodas Hashem. Now, but if you leave it alone, you fall into P'nas Esav. Oh yeah, we're teaching right now, and then days before Chodesh Av, 3 weeks. This is where we are. This is what Golus is all about. But the Golus makes us think that we're far from Hashem. Hashem doesn't is giving us a Beis Hamikdash. And especially, if you're lost somewhere living in Moscow or New York, I don't know which is better, or Kiev. So, so you think, hey, I'm a Golus, I'm a guy, I have nothing here. What do I have, You don't appreciate, but you have Shabbos, you have kosher food, appreciate something, you know what it is, Appreciate what you have. So we're in bit of Golus, right? So first, in other words, Esav means problems. Golus. So you're making yourself in Golus. These things that we fall through are all the things that Esav, Golus, is yonik, and makes us the problems. Parnosa, health, problems with your family, nerves, everything, nervousness, This is all Esav. It's all Esav. It says, and here it comes from being far from Hashem. And we know if you tshuva, you come close to Hashem, right? Esav falls away. So this is what the Rebbe is teaching us. He says this is Esav, shebizos abchora. So you as Esav is abchora, and that's seichel. And lo yachber is ksil betfuna kim b'skalis libari. And this thing that we're doing is called ksilus, being a fool. Like ksil, because foolishness can bring you to be a lo yachber. I have no ruts, I have no think, I'm not yearning to anything else, but ksil betfuna. What does he have? Is galas libay. His galas libay means there's a tav, a slave, there's a sachmo, there's a sava, which is a service of the rus. It's in the heart of a person, all the bad manners, all the midas and the foolish on the heart of a person. And he feels he can't stop himself. He can't be sure with himself. It's all because you're not using your point of picking yourself up If you pick yourself up, you use a little bit of seichel, you have immense power, a great power. If you don't use that power to say, since you're ksil, which you're not picking up just the Eitzah now, let's focus on the other side now. If a person feels that he gets hurt, shadowed down, and he has this galus on there, but he's wondering, why does this keep happening? Why does this keep happening? Why is it happening? So you're not focused on the toiv you have, which is seichel here. Toiv sometimes means just getting the kulit toiv, but it's always the same thing. Looking at how you are close to Hashem, how you are Malach Fed Hashem. Hashem is aspires to you. There's yichudim going on. There's tikkunim going on. If you would look at that, you would have a different power, and that's what happens to everybody, just like that. You should think about what's happening in your life. You have to have a way of getting out of the ksilas, which makes you into the yachbetz. The yachbetz with the ksilas is the problem. The yachbetz ksil b'tzvuna. And again, Rabbi said, the yachbetz ksil b'tzvuna from the scholars brings you to be Asa, which is problems, big problems. And Asa means that the Yetzirah becomes stronger, which is, this is Malchus the Klippa. We've learned before, there's Malchus the Kedusha, which is, Hashem needs me, I'll do something for Hashem. I can't do it with Shlemus, but I care about it and try it. Hold on. Please do it. The more you have a little brain, a little understanding, you'll be strong, you'll get this thing done, because you have to do it. Wherever it is, don't be a loyach, but it's okay. So now he says, right, is that P'chinas Malchus or Shiur, P'chinas Levuna, the Sitra La'ach. When a person falls away from this Chsilas, this is the whole thing, this is called, like this Malchus, the Kedusha. Malchus the Kedusha is Hashem is the Melech of the world. I make a Nachas Ruach for them, the Klal Yisrael is a Nachas Ruach for them, there's Shabbos, there's Yantiv, there's mitzvahs, there's one thing, there's Hamikdash, it's Malchus Shamayim, this is what I'm living for, it's my life. Wow. There's another thing which is called Malchus or Shiur. The Romans, the Bavlians, the Nebuchadnezzar just comes in. What are they? The world is covered with a cover. Hashem keeps going all the time. He's always here. But there's a different Malchus that covers this up. The Sinikas Aklipis it's called Malchus or Shiur. And this is Levuna, this is Racha. Because they have a thing that makes them be a koyach to cover up. It's the Shemesh the Sitracha, which is the Nikas Aklipis. It's a Klipis. The Levuna Sitracha is what the person falls into. He's not really into a bad thing. He's just without the Eibishter. This is the Malchus the Sitracha. The Levuna the Sitracha means you don't have bad thoughts, really. You don't have kfir. That's the Shemesh the Sitracha. You just knocked out completely. You don't think at all. The Levuna the Sitracha. So, and the Rebbe brings that this is possible. On this it says v'chofra halavona boisha chamo, which what does it say? When also love, when we'll see Hashem will come and show us what's going on in this world, then the Levana will be ashamed. Have bushas, chofra, boisha, chama. I mean, what? The Pasha says it because the light, there'll be such a big light, 7 times that light, the light of truth. This light will be nothing. Well, there's an inner touch and a more optimistic touch to that. Chofra halvana means that the person that wasn't searching for the light of the Nachas Ruach is doing, the seichel of Malchus the Kedusha, which is Levana, right? The Chofra Levana, whoever occurs, of course. His life is full of bushas. It's full of shaming, problems. Chofra just is. Your life is, if you're looking for the reason, why is your life like that? That's why it's so. What can you do? No, you don't have to be zeicha to look at the seichel shebehold over and be a complete person. You have to do is just start every day and pick up Malchus Ekdisha, which fell. Don't allow the situation of Malchus Rishon to be shattered. Have fight for something. You have fight for something in your life. Yeah, we have fight. You're not going to allow it. But I don't win the fight. It's not something you can win on your own at all. Just have to do it. Hashem makes it happen. You just have to fight. Don't allow this, the ace of the Vuna, the Sitcha, the Malchus, the Harshua to be shattered. Just break it every time, break it. Don't allow it there. Because of Chafra Alvana. If you break it won't be Chafra Alvana. You'll get out of this. Now, Chafra Alvana was Shachama. It means all the instrument which is that what we are in these days. We understand where we are. That's why I mean, Hagim Favelas, Chasois, we cry, we scream. We're crying about it, scream. Because I'm saying that I'm ashamed. Saying that it hurts me. But it doesn't really hurt your heart. What are you screaming about? No, that's Levana. There's a symptom that even if I don't understand, but I just do it. I'm a minority like that. And I show that I do care. I care. I can't explain how much I care, and I can't bring the feelings. My feelings are asleep. I do care. Say I care, but you don't care. And I do care. But why do you care? I'm asleep completely. That's why you're doing. I care, and I'm not here at all. So such a big goal is. But that way you're talking the chofra halavona v'yishachama. You want it for those people to say forget about it, so it won't be a chofra. And it is a cloud goal that all problems a person has. If he just says, what Rebbe teaches us over here, Mamish, all the dinim fall away. The Esav, the chofra goes away. Well, this is most likely the meaning of what the Rebbe means over here. Why do you say it's a chofra halavona v'yishachama? He just says, we're dealing with something very important to you. You think this whole Torah is not so important to you. It's the most important thing for you. It's your life. And that's when we have to chazer over and over again. That the whole chofra, levana, v'shachama, right, is levana. Again, means that it's all because you're not holding on at the prina of none. Just do this plain thing that just, hey, let's let me go more klum. I'm doing something for the Eibishter. I'm talking to the Eibishter. I have here too. I'm going to have a cyrus of simcha. I can't get myself together. Don't break up. Well, I'm not doing it completely right. Hold on to Shulchan Aruch and just be happy to hold on. Don't let it go. You're going to let it go, it's going to be b'chafra. Because the main thing is the levana, right? It's chafra levana. He's teaching why he's saying levana is the main thing. The main thing is to hold on in the plain minhag go. Levana, that's when we're going to klum p'nas levana. Right. Now, the Rebbe goes into to explain something very important. To understand what is the p'chinas Yetzer Tov and what's the Yetzer Hara. Yetzer Tov, zeh p'chinas Yetzer Tov v'Yetzer Hara. Okay, it's very important. We should have a very clear way of understanding for yourself what is the Yetzer Tov, what's the Yetzer Hara. Because if a person would say Yetzer Hara is only like Averis L'Oraisa, and this is where people get to, right? And anything else isn't the Yetzer Hara. So you don't know your enemy. He's just won you completely. You don't even know he's an enemy. He just lost the whole war. Now, if a person would say that every small thing I do isn't, you don't know that you won the war. So you have to get this thing straight. To be not even Hashem, you have to get things straight. Like the Zohar Kodesh says, "Habor l'harga chahashkem l'harga." Right? If somebody wants to come and beat you up, stand ready with your stick, and he wants to, you got your gun. I'm going to get you before. I'm not sleeping. You think I'm sleeping? I'm just making. I'm going to catch you. If you fall asleep completely, he's inside of it. It's too late. Hashkem l'harga, get up before. Zohar Kodesh says it means get up before morning to get yourself together. that you get your feelings together. So it's very important that we should know what is the gather of Yetzer Tov, Yetzer Hara, right? Now, the only explanation of this thing is what the Rebbe teaches us here, which is so important to get this whole thing. Look at it. Look, a person knows, my Torah, so you say Yetzer Torah is learning to do mitzvahs. Okay, so a person, the minute he can't learn, he has to go to work, right? The minute he has no mitzvahs, so he's finished, right? So, and he thinks, no, but I'm not the Yetzer Hara still, where are you? Yetzer Hara. I'm in the middle. No such thing in the middle. There's no such thing in the middle. You gotta make up your mind. So Sefer writes, you told his son, if you think there's mitzvahs and there's averis, there's mitzvahs and there's rishus, no, it's either a mitzvah or it's an aver. You have to know where you are. You have to know what are you doing here. So this is teaching that we're learning in this Torah is very important for knowing where I am. And really, what we're learning right now is the beginning of the Torah. It's like the beginning of the whole Torah. Really, a person should know how to be Dovik and the Eivish to Yetzer Tov. Right? I should watch out for the Yetzer Hara, which don't be a fool. So I said, okay, I know how to do that. I learned it in Cheder, but I learned it years ago, and I think it's all over. The whole war, I lost it long ago. So the Rebbe taught us this whole lesson. Says, but no, all you have to really do is pick up the chaim which fell down. Then you're out of the Yetzer Hara. You're in the Yetzer Tov. Wow, that's easier right now. And no, don't think that you have nothing else to do, and only Torah and all of these things. No, you have to get to look at Pnimis HaSeichel. So you're always you know where to start from, and you know where to get to. That's Yetzer Tov, right? And where the Yetzer Hara start? Yetzer Hara starts when you say, I can't do anything for Hashem. So don't do that. So that's the whole thing. But I am doing it. So do something small, get out of it. Now we know clearly the Agdora, the definition, what is Yetzer Hara? So it's very important now. And with Rebbe's Eitzes, it's like a complete thing, which covers your whole day. It's like a whole day. The whole day by us. What's a day? A day, you go down and you get up, you down, right? Then you gotta eat something, and you go to work. So what is the day? Am I with Hashem today? Am I have something with Hashem? Where am I? So reading, right? I read the person can be like with Hashem all day and all night. Why is Hashem made it this way? You have to sleep, you have to eat, you have to run. You're always busy. What's going on here? Well, the answer is the Seichel Zubakol is the answer to it. There's a Seichel. The Seichel is that Hashem made this world. Yeah, he made it for Klal Yisrael. Yeah, he made it for the Torah. He made it should do the Torah. And everybody has his parts. Some people can do it in yeshiva. Some people can do all there in Vegas, whatever. But your part is what you are. The way you are right now. The way you are today. And the way you are today, you can turn it over for Avodas Hashem. So how do you do it? So when I'm getting up, Avodas Hashem. But right in the morning, when a person gets up, it's time nobody bothers him. So really, all he has to do is don't talk to him, and don't think other machshavas, just think machshavas of Hashem, think about Shavisi, Hashem, the negative Talmud, which is the Seichel, Shavachol Deva. Hashem is here and he's looking at us, that's the Seichel Deva, right? And then you do mitzvahs, mikveh, it's shul, it's tzitzis, and tefillin. And down, in a way, there's the seichel that you can manage with. You get to. Then when a person after that, he goes home, the whole world is like, it's kvaida, Whenever I talk with a person, so sure, it's Hashem Shamayim, there's another mitzvah, here's another mitzvah. I come home with children, another mitzvah, take me to Shiva, school, Cheder, wow, it's the biggest mitzvah in the world. It's no bigger mitzvah, getting children but to Cheder, right? Getting married, it's the biggest mitzvah in the world, Wow, God goes, no, it's hard. These are the biggest mitzvahs in the world, because you're looking at it. Then you got to eat something and do some mitzvah, right? Then you learn something, so you have Torah, right? Which brings in a seichel, when the Rebbe talks about how Torah is needed. It's the gas that keeps the whole thing going. Without that, you're not going to hold on. And fill it, right? And the whole day you're precise, Torahs and Tfilis, the Bride Rebbe to give us integration, Tfilis also, despite this, the Hillel and Tfilis also, and Torah and Tfilis, and there's a meaning in it, because you do it for Hashem. And immediately you have some more mitzvahs, people knocking your door, making your neck crazy, there's some kind of those chasadim in it, It'll be mefaris, you have your family, there's a meaning in everything. Now what are you going to do if you don't understand all this things? It's too hard. But what are you going to do if you just had some Yetzirah got you, and he kicked you down, he broke you up, You did something not so. It's finished, the day's finished, huh? He says, no, I'm telling you that there's a gather of Yetzirah, so you got to get back home right away. Get back to the right side. You're an enemy. Get back. Bobby did that. I did it already. Who cares? But I ruined the whole day. The Rebbe's taking care of you. You got a Rebbe. You're not alone. There's this thing. Peter Rabbeinu. You got Rabbeinu. The Rebbe holding on. Don't fall away. There's a gvul. He's telling you just get back home. Oh, you get back. There's no chafra anymore. Don't say I felt I'm going to fall more. I felt to be the Sahara. I felt the Machzor Shah, the chafra, then Ksil, and Uksil is a loyachbus. The whole thing. Don't allow that to happen. Try the best. You're doing a job. It's hard to tell you got a mitzvah, you got to do it that way, you got to do it that. He's fooling you. He's fooling you. You got to do what you can do. Right? Then the Yisrael says, now I'm learning and I'm davening. What I have to look into things to say, he's fooling you. He's like, you got to learn davening. What am I'm working for? Why am I busy? He's fooling you. Malchus Shah is what fools us. That brings later that says there's a Betzar's Marama. He means what Malchus is. What Malchus Shah is. It's because instead of feeling Hashem is by a melech, and I can live with him in the way that my day passes, the way that happens to me every day. I can't live with Hashem. He said, okay, now the Rebbe explains to us. In Eitz HaTov, it's Nikra, Misken v'chacham. Misken v'chacham. There's a chumash over there. I'll bring it right there. Yeah, bring it to me. So now we have that Keheles Dalet, right? Keheles, right? So it says, Keheles Dalet, we have this pasuk at the end of Perik Dalet. It says, where does it say here? Mr. Sirsil, Tev Mashnaim. The pasuk Yud Gimel says like this: Toiv Yeled Misken B'Chacham Memelech Zuken V'Ksil Asher Lo Yoda L'Hizoeh Oit. It's better to be a misken or weak, but young, a Yeled, than being a king who's old, like a fool. Rashi explains, but what does it mean, Yeled? Miskin, very important. Rashi there. Yeled is the Yetzer Tov, and he says the Yetzer Tov, that he comes later, He's a Yeled, he's younger than you. You have to wait 13 years. So how old you are, this man is 13. So he's a Yeled. A Miskin means that most people don't listen to him. He's a big guy, nobody's not the mending, Well, everything we're learning over here is going to say, I never heard all this, I'm sorry. It's wrestling, This is not for me, It's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, come on, I know already. So you have a Yeled Miskin, you have the Yetzer Tov who's coming to you. He's like, he's a young guy. Rashi says because he is younger than you. But we can touch that he's young because you always fall down, so you're starting again. So like, and Miskin means you think it's weak, it doesn't look so strong. I'm falling away all the time, I'm weak. And Miskin means, that you don't really appreciate it, you don't see it. You don't see the greatness of this thing. It looks like something not for real, So that's a Yeled Miskin. Melech is Yetzer Hara, as I'll say, because he's Zoken, he's older. Right? A melech is because everybody goes, everybody listens to him. Everybody listens to him, right? That's what Rashi said, right? Yeah. Melech, because everybody listens to him. He's talking, he's older, huh? He's a fool. There's no real, there's no emes in it at all. It means that you got used to the way you are. I can't change. I don't understand how to. I can't change. I like that. I like that. Finished. I like it over here. I'm gonna go change. People that thing. I like I'm not gonna go to the rest of the shul. I like to down my corner. I like the shul. That's friends. I'm not gonna do that. What you're earning? Come on. I don't like it over here. I got my corner. Let everybody else go do their thing. I don't care about. You have a mitzvah. Do something. Can't even think about it. You cannot think about it. You have to break the Sahara. Just feel it. You can't do it. He's too strong, right? So we got that. So what does that mean? That means that what? That the gvul of the Sahara is that you don't start again. Which means you use the Eitzah of Nun. Of Tmim is just start again and don't look back. So that's here we understand what it brings it over here, the Gabadin of Chafra Halavona. Right? Because the Eitzahara is an Yeled Miskan. He's very weak, but this is what's tough. Chacham, you're waking up Chacham of the Kedusha by this Eitzah of holding on wherever you can do the drop. It's better than a Melech, Zok and Chsil, which is the Eitzahara who's fooling you, and he's trying to take away the Bechira from you. We have this Indian again in Keheles, in Irktana and Ushimbo Mat. Irktana means the Eitzah It's Irktana, it's a Miskan. And Ushimbo Mat, because nobody listens to the Eitzah That's what Rashi says, right? It's he's got a whole gang, everybody go that way. The Siviv Oisa, Obona Lem, it's Mitzoidim Gedoilim. Oh, there's a rich Rashi over there. The way the Yetzirah works. He built up a lot of Messiahs. We'll see right away, just there. I gotta get that Rashi over there. Bo Mitzoidim Gedoilim. Motzaba Ish Misken V'Chocham. But in the city, there was one Chocham. He was a Misken. Nobody listens to him. But he saved the whole city. The air is the good for the person. But nobody appreciates it. Melech Godel is the Ye'evrim and all his feelings. Ish Misken is the Yetzatov. Is the Yetzatov, right? Okay, so we have this Gewaldige teaching, the Rebbe is teaching us, which is perhaps the main thing of this Torah. Whoever is really interested in living a good life, saving himself from the Yetzer Hara, And the Rebbe gives us a new cloak, the concept. What's the Yetzer Hara? It's you're giving up, that's what it is. You're not using just the plain thing of being malad dechein. Just be malad dechein. You can save everything. That's the Yetzer Torah is called a misken b'chochem. Pinas malchus, pinas aniyah v'daled. The leis namigamo. Klum. Ki mashem mekabelos b'chochma. Right. That's why it's called misken. Right. We say misken aniyah v'daled. It's malchus. Again, I'll just explain again, which is like you can ask, why does the Rebbe remind us again over here? He already said it before. So you can say it's a Yeled Miskin, as Yetzirah is called a Miskin. Why do you have to say the whole thing? That's Malcha is Aniyah V'Dala because less Lamigar Mok. No, why did you say it again? Well, that's why we explained this whole thing in length. that there's a point over here. He's saying, you can solve yourself with something very easy. It's not that you need something that you can't. You need something that you do really. It's just let's do something to Hashem and don't let anybody or yourself in the good that you did right now. Don't allow that to happen because you're going to lose out everything. Of course, easily you say the pasuk says over there, no, and nobody is makir what's that pasuk again? Here, huh? You don't remember this. This is nothing. If I would be learning for 6 hours, it'd be good if I was. But just right now, I can't say sauce. I just said it like, it wasn't worth a penny. I know. Didn't go on for years. You're not going to get out of here either. You can't move yourself. You won't be able to get out of it because he's saying it's nothing. Remember, the rest of the Gamma Klum. We're talking about Aniyah Vidala. Something that's very hard. Now we explain it. Now we can understand why the Rebbe says it again over here. So notice there's no explanation. It's something that everybody asks. Why does he say it again over here? Now we got it. You have to be Mekabel Mechachma. Being Mekabel from Chachma, just always get your Chachma out. Even if it's a drop, just get it up over there. Yeah, it's a horror, Nikra Melech, Zuk Miksil, Kalas Malachus, the Sitra Achash, Ein Chafetze Bechachma V'Seichel. Well, why? Because Ein Yedel Hizor. That means you gave up. Somebody fooled you to say you have nothing. Somebody's fooling you. There's a Melech, Malachus, the Sitra Achash. There's Malachus, the Sitra Achash. Somebody's fooling you completely, saying, no, Hashem isn't with you. You don't want Chachma. Now we have in there, in the Perik Tess, where it says, he saved the city. Well, he saved you from the Yitzhahara. I mean, we can say Pshat over here, you know. It's the Golas right now, right? What would have saved us from Golas? What can save a person from Tzaras? What can be the way to solve, to change yourself? You know, all the Chacham and the Musa would say a person, you can change, you can do tshuva and everything. It says, very interesting, but I can't do that. You know, I can't learn like you're saying. I can't do it, and I'm going to change. I am that way already. I'm used to that. What can I change in my life? So the point is to understand how important it is that if you're going to change this, everything's going to change. Oh, come on, you know, the bank, the doctor, the this, the that. You know, people, my wife, you know, so biased. What can change, you know? What can change, right? And as I was saying, you got to just do something and pick up the chayin. Know that Hashem is nachos for you. Oh, come on, friends. And the miracle, it's going to be miracles going to happen. Well, everybody's stuck with something like that. Up now, something like that. Everybody has some kind of miracle in these, right? Oh, here we come to the point where the Rebbe says in the beginning of the Torah something very interesting, which, some people can say pshat in this whole Torah, that in the beginning, he said that to learn the Torah, your mala, you know, the tefillah on miskabel, and the chain is nisala. If they call me, it's rich, and hein beruch, the hein, the gashmi. So it looks like the Rebbe says, oh, that you will win in Shtadlus, Askonis, you know, going on to Washington and telling me, man, we got a problem here, you know. And they're going to listen to me, you know, they're going to listen to you right away. But that's the pshat over here, Rapashas, right? We understood from the Torah that the Rebbe isn't talking about that thing only. He's talking about the main thing he's talking about is when he explains further that the Chain Amitish Yisrael Nafal, we're talking about something spiritual. But again, why does he remind us that Ruchni and Begashmi? What did he remind us? They call me Shetzrichen Hebruch Man Begashmi, right? Right? And he does remind the situation of Ikarach Shivas Achein Hu Etzla. You got these people, you know, they're close to the government. You know, these kind of guys, everybody's all about this, the lefties, the righties, they're close to this guy. It's all, the whole world became like that, you know. You can't change that, no. So he does remind it over here. But Tikrach Shiur. Again, we learn Pshat over here is the Shiur Zachain is things are ruchnistic things. So the whole Torah is miyusif. We learn it only in a different way. Only way that's called by the Shtavlis Gashmi. It just doesn't make sense all Torah. That's the main points that are missing. And the explanation of what Chain and Malchus is missing. But again, we do come back to what the Rebbe does say that, and this is the way the Rebbe does it. He always says one thing and it means two or three things, and they're all together. Now, over here, there's these two things that are together, not only together, it's what we need. And that's what the Rebbe is saying. A millet is here. How are we going to save your life? How are you going to save your family? How are you going to save your life? That if you pick up your chain in Ruchni, always, yeah, the thing does clearly change your situation begashmi. It changes everything begashmi. Ruchni and Gashmi are attached. There's Rachmim, there's Din, there's something you can't understand, and you won't understand how to change it. Of course, Tefillah, of course, Torah, of course, Tshuva, Master Tovim. Now, Rebbe explains what Tshuva is, what's the answer to Tovim Sahar. So now he explains, look, Omilet Asir, there's the whole thing with the Melech Orchim V'Ksil, who gets saved. The whole thing of breaking Esav, as you reminded before, Eda and Golas, it's the same thing. If you just get this teaching from Tzaddikim, it's a whole different world. Nowadays, you see them, they're out of this world. It's a different world. We're the normal world, you know. Well, your normal world, there's no real simcha. The real simcha is only from something which your neshama has hanoah. The nefesh has hanoah. Can you explain it? No, you can't. I can't explain it. You can't understand it exactly. You're going to be normal. One thing's for sure. The more you're attached to Hashem, your life is going to be much easier. And the more you run to Hashem to be ma'ala d'chein, you're mamtik, your dina, you can change your life. So if you come to your rabbi, you know, or to you come to see a guy like me, say, well, give me a bracha, give me a benching. I can tell you, okay, I'll pray for you, and I don't really have any time. You have time to pray with people who know you. We try, you give them 10 minutes, half an hour, but something else is going to cost you 5 hours, and you didn't finish the list. And it's just a lot, What we really should be teaching, what the Rebbe teaches us always is there's a real Rebbe, there's a Rebbe that saves us. Attach yourself to the Rebbe. When you do something for the Rebbe, keep the Rebbe thing, then the small things, the points of Machshava, Dibra Amash, and Tfilis, that you are doing, and which is called being Ma'ala D'chein, or L'roinim D'chein, or searching to see the Stakos HaPnimis of the whole Davar, and searching for that even if you don't make it, you don't have it, so just do the plain thing. If you're looking for the Chein, these things are, like I said, and this is what you need in your life, this is how you are going to get out of your pain, Baruchnis, Vagashmis, problems, if it's whatever it is, between Adam and Chaver, but Adam and Walking Ben it's problems with people. Because the Ruchnis is much beyond the Gashmis. It's like a Shtadlis. It's like a person has a Shtadlis, in this world you have to have a Shtadlis and things, because you have to have the Gashmis should be Meruch. Because that's a Seichel. The Seichel is like you have to be in the Vara of the Gashmis. So that's why we have to do things with Gashmis. To make a Ruchni, you have to be in the Vara. You're thinking you're doing the Shtadlis. No. But this is the thing that will get us out of the Golis. This is what we should be doing to get close to Hashem and to make it. No, can we learn another piece today now? Okay, now we're getting to the main points. So we've learned already basic thing of life, how we live a good day, and how we can solve all our problems, and what Avodas Hashem is. What's Yetzer Tov, what's Yetzer Hara, you got the whole thing, it's wonderful. Yetzer Tov is, right, just look at the Pnimis HaSeichel. So I think I get up in the morning, I'm a Yid, I know what davening is, I don't even talk the whole world, wow. I was sit, so it's tefillin, it's a mitzvah, wow. I have the rishus I'm doing, working, eating. It's all over the Hashem. Oh, the whole day, they're going to right. So we have one more thing, learning Torah and tefillah, right? It really explains what's here right now. It gets to the point that how are you going to be able to hold on with your Yetzer Torah thing, Yetzer Tov? There's a big fight going on. Where did you get the power? So that's what in the beginning of this Torah explained already. Through Torah we come to Tefillah, which means we get close to this, to the emunah that we can talk to Hashem. We can pray and Hashem listens, and He does make us miracles. He does things that change your situation. He listens to everything. Torah brings the Tefillah and brings to Halo Sachein, which means the Torah brings to Halo Sachein. It teaches you seichel. If you learn Torah, you have some kind of understanding of seichel, right? And if you learn Torah, you'll always have this koyach to get back to yourself and fall down. And Torah itself is the thing that gets you back to every eschala. And that's what he's starting for right now. He says, "V'tzurich liten kol echad liten koyach l'pchinas malchus d'kedisha v'sgaber al malchus sitracha." So you have a fight going on to Yetzirah, that there's Malchus the Kedusha, saying, I'm serving Hashem. And the Malchus Yisrael says, no, you're far, you're not doing anything. And Malchus Yisrael is saying, you have no seichel. Malchus takes away seichel. From us, Malchus Yisrael, we have no feeling and pnimis seichel to hold over. Don't have it. And then when we fall down, we say, I don't have anything like that. No. You have a little bit tired. No, but a little tired doesn't mean I have to have completed the whole thing. I have to have completed this whole thing. It says now. Zurich kolecha liten koecha kunas malchus de kedusha, v'skaba malchus sisacha. There's to keep up this work, to keep up this thing of looking at the seichels of Chodover, you have to know. There's a job, our main job in the world is to pick up Malchus Kedusha, pick up the Shechina from the Nefila. Pick up the Shechina from the Nefila. We have a job to pick up the Shechina from its Nefila. We got to pick it up. V'tzurech kol echad liten koyach. Tzurech kol echad liten koyach l'pchinas Malchus Kedusha. L'skabra Malchus Sitzracha. It has to be tough. Finish. There's a mitzvah to do. You can't be tough a whole day. A person has to be tough. I have to fight to get my Malchus Kedusha, to wake up my Malchus. Right? You have people bothering you. People understand. You have people making fun of your whole thing of what is Hashem. You have yourself. You think you're weak. You fell down. You have to give koyach l'pchinas Malchus Kedusha. Because as we learned, there's a point of this Torah is that there's always Hashem needs you in a point, and one thing you can do. Sometimes it's a big thing, sometimes it's a very small thing. But you have to give koyach to this thing to get it up. In general, you have to have koyach for everything. You have to have koyach. You don't have that strength anymore. Life rubs you out. Things that go through the day rubs you out. Sometimes you feel you fall down. It rubs you out. Then when a person wants to look at pneumius or seichel, some things, you can't do it. Both of these things need koyach to get you going, right? So it says, this is what Chazal say, L'oyam yag yizudim yetzim teifel yitzahah. Yigzuv al tachtoim bevavchem ha-meshkavchem b'dom Yisrael. Yigzuv al tachtoim. How do you get out of tachtoim? How do you get out of chatoim? How do you get it? Rigzu, you have to be a tough guy. You have to be very strong. You know how to be nice and tough. And 1, 2, 3, not long. Don't slip it. Rigzu al tachtoim. You gotta wake up. What's the Gemara say? Rigzu al tachtoim. The Gemara says, Imosel, what the? You did it right. I'm running. I'm going davening. I'm learning. Get out of here. Don't bother me now. You want to talk to me? A month from now. You don't want a month from now? Forget about it. I have time. Make an appointment. There's no monkey business in this world. You got to do rigs. Don't get yourself messed up. Rigs of Altachtoy. This is the way it's done. He was a limit of it. So it goes away good. If not, Yasek Batorah. Yasek Batorah. So as the Rebbe explains, what? Al Leman Roisen Koyach Lamalchus Kedusha De'Torah She'oisek B'Koyach. Right. So this B'Koyach. What does it mean? This word B'Koyach. Koyach means Rigza. What does Rigza mean? Rigza means do something. We're powerful, right? So the Rebbe teaches us that it means koyach. What does doing the Torah koyach mean? It means that you just don't fool around. This is Shmiras Hazman. That's what Shmiras Hazman means. Person can really, if he watches his day, his rigzul, so people shouldn't bother him. He can get his table and sefer and his chair and sit down and learn b'koyach, which means if you don't understand. It means there's a lot of teaching. This we're going to explain the whole Seder limit using these words the Rebbe teaches over here. Whole union of Seder limit, what to learn, when to learn, what every limit does. It's out of this world. How Rebbe's coiled this whole thing over here. Let's just start getting into it. Limit of Torah b'koyach means b'koyach. Just get down to it. Forget about your telephones. Close your telephone. Get out of it. Half an hour, 20 minutes. Do something, in the time that you can do it, and there is time to do it. You have to do it. You have to get people not to bother you. Send them away. Say, sorry. No difference in everything. You have to do that. If somebody has to help somebody else, he has to do it right away. This is like the whole Torah is aimed at a person. So, a meeting, go to chasna, go to this, go to college, go learn, I got to do something. But anytime there's a rigzu, everything is a very strong. I get the chair, I get my sefer, I get a stender. I don't have that. I stand. I don't have that. I learn. I hear tapes. I have a seder. It's all minutes. It's all minutes and minutes. It's all minutes. Everything is minutes. The minutes are very important. 5 minutes, 10 minutes is very important. Very, very important. Limit Torah b'koyach is where everything starts. And the b'koyach means that it's b'koyach to the pearl. Through this koyach you're putting in, you're going to get the seichel. The Torah brings you always seichel. Torah always brings a person seichel. Limit Torah b'koyach, right? So we have to learn rings about the Torah is limit Torah b'koyach. Let's remind himself. Let's just remind what it say. In Ozil Mutaf. In Lav Yasek. What does it say? They can create smile. And if not, Yasek Mamisa, right? Oh, so how does it say over here? Oh, it does say this whole thing. When Rebbe says Amar Hazal explains it, explains the whole thing. If you don't, you try to do it because the Yetzer didn't go. Why didn't he go? Because you're not thinking about creation, about the Seichel called up. You're only doing the learning, but you're not thinking where it has to get to. You have to learn it. I think I want to get to it, right? Then there's another problem. But will I be able to get to the higher stuff, which is the tachlis? Will I kill the Yitzhahara? Will I get Mamisim? If I get out of this, ask the Mamisim. Of course, you will connect, and you'll be completely clean to this. That's going to mean something to be the order, the way what the Rebbe says over here. And you have to remember, look for the truth. You'll get the truth. All right? Okay, so now let's focus on the main teaching we have over here. Maldemano is the a few places says the Yitzhar is a maneuver. You know what a maneuver means, Some people are they have no bad manners. You just throw yourselves on other people. They rush you around it. And you don't understand, the guy's a maneuver, just watch yourself. He's not normal. He's a bad person, right? He's a bad guy. He's not nice. He really fools you. He really comes very tough. He says you have no strength. I won already. He thinks these crazy guys and all that. So if you talk about maneuvers, what are you going to do? You're finished. And say, maybe maybe he has something right in his life. No, don't fight with anybody. Be a nice guy, but give him the one kick and fly away. Don't talk to the guy. You don't go into a masamat with Yitzhahara. Don't go to any masamat and say, maybe yes, maybe no. And it's everything like that. A small, the Sumira, Krishnaim, it has to go in. I just did it. There's nothing, no chana, no nothing. If you want to make a whole shmuz about it, you're not going to get it. That's mitzkoyach also. So, in Pogabach Meduvah, so you say, what am I going to do right now? Make a Shem Yichud. I was boy to this. I don't know. You think about it. You don't think about it. What is? We'll throw them away, but I have no courage to throw them away. Pull them in. Okay, I'm going to learn how to put them in. You can tell me what you want, but I don't hear you. I said, he'll help. This will kill him. It's her. Only Torah works. And that's what the Chazal say over there after that. Im Ebeni Bespoises. Im Balsni Noach Lamaim. Shminim Shel Leish, Shminim Shel Lamaim. Which is his chesed in Yibur. Says, if he's coming with a harvest and fullness, right? Right? If he's coming with nearest and fullness Basel, it's going to bust. You're going to get the Yibur's. And if not, you're going to get the mind. That's so hard to understand. You're going to get that mind. You're going to get the word from that. You should know what you're going to get to. You just get out of him. Save yourself from the Yetzirah. How do you save yourself from the Yetzirah? You don't think about it. You just open a sefer and just read it. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, he's going to go away. If it doesn't work, do it again. If it doesn't work, do it again. 3 or 4 times, he's going to go away. That's the way he goes. He comes back. But you're going to be able to do it. That's what you just do it. You have to say, it takes 10 minutes. It takes me an hour. Now he's making me sure to go to sleep. Say it. Go to shul, run to shul. You're going to faint. Okay, you faint. Well, you ran to shul. You have to be very strong. It's all these other things also. This is the answer is Shiur Beis HaMedrash. Ki al Torah noisen koyach lemalchus kedusha. The Torah gives koyach lemalchus kedusha. V'azay mekabeles hamalchus shebchinas nin chias min hachachma shebchinas ches. V'neschava v'neskash ches v'anun v'nasa v'alavune koyach hachama. Okay, so it's interesting why the Rebbe is such a sharichas. You can say that the Torah gives koyach lemalchus kedusha, right? And it becomes the chibur of Chaim. Why is it marach so much? Okay, so here we have a major lesson in the Inya with Rebbe's marach so much over here that Rebbe is showing us exactly how it goes, this whole thing. It shows like this. In the beginning, you have to start. Then you have to work on something else. Then you have to work on a third thing. In other words, he's teaching us how to learn. He's teaching us that learning Torah always has to be. In the beginning, it has to be b'koyach, which gives you the koyach to do what? To be ma'ala d'chein. To remind yourself how right? If you're going to learn and you're going to think about it, do you think you're going to make it? No, that's why it says Yikra Kriyashma. You have to be searching for the ruchnis over it. The Torah is like the first thing but you have to work on it. That what? That it should give koyach for Malchus Zikdush. What's Malchus Zikdush? We've learned before Malchus Zikdush is the Haloas HaChain and and after that is Reimus HaChain and the Seichel. So this is giving you the way, and that's what Torah really does always. It always gives you gives you a Seichel, gives you a way of life. There's the Torah, there's like the Rebbe says further on, there's Maklis and Shemus. Maklis is that there's Mutter, there's Aser, there's a king over here, so I know that I gotta keep myself in my boundary. There's a king. That's Maklis, there's stakes, you gotta do it that way. And there's Shemus, there's Shef of Kedusha. The Koyach of Torah right away gives you Maklis and Shemus, which is you Mekabel. I have a boss. I work for a boss. Here's this Torah. So you read it, you gotta get afraid. But then it also gives you Shemus, which means the Ha'ara of Kedusha, of how it starts picking up the Chay. Now again, what he said, with the Rebbe's Lashon here, there's 3 levels. Please have to concentrate over here notice this thing over here. He's talking about 3 levels here. Or else there's like, that question is why does he say so lengthily? The question is also, does it work like that? He says Malchus Kedusha here, so it doesn't mean already that he came back to the Chain. He says it's Mala Malchus Kedusha, right? Malchus Kedusha means you're Moharan the Chain, right? Malchus Kedusha means already that you are starting Moharan the Chain and the Seichel, right? So that means that's step 1. There has to be 3 steps over here. So the 3 steps are, and the Koyach Neusen, Koyach LeMalchus Kedusha, Bazan Kabeles HaMalchus Shepinas Nin, Chius Min HaChochmah. This is step 2. Step 2 is that this Malchus Kedusha receives, like the Levana, becomes more light. Rosh Chodesh, starting lights going up. That's going to be, wow, I'm getting closer. I'm starting to understand something. You learn the Rashi. Rashi said something. Or in the Mishnah, it's so interesting. The Mishnah says, I got something. Right? I understand something. I understand there's an idea for the Rebbe. I got something. What? There's meaning over there. That's where the Torah goes. So the beginning, you just got to sit down. And you have Malchus woke up, After that, I'm learning. The second learning is that you start to get some light. Right? Sometimes even if you don't understand, you get the light, you get the feeling of closeness. And there is a 3rd level. The 3rd level is what? Nischaber, niskasher, haches, v'anu. There's a 3rd level. And it becomes a kesher. It doesn't become a kesher right away, does it? It doesn't right away become a kesher. Right? There's a whole fight going on. You got to give koyach for malchus. Someone is in the hospital, he has to recuperate. Takes a week or 2, it takes a few days. You get back to yourself. Oh, so that's the way it goes over here. You could be picking up the Torah. Then the Torah gives you a chiyas. Then the next, the chiyas, right, which is like the sun, shines into the nun. It means that koyach that you started understanding that there's a chen in me, there's a sparus in me, I'm doing kodesh, becomes arha. Levana Ker Acham. That's what it says here. It's Chava and it's Kasha Chesvenu and Asa. Now we understand why he says it again over here, right? But he's talking about everything together. Okay, now let's focus on this thing over here. We have a question that we asked from the beginning of the Torah. The Rebbe says, Da'akel de'ah Torah is kabel kol atfilas kol ha'bekoshes. Well, the main question is, Torah is a mitzvah for itself, We're not supposed to use mitzvahs, I'm learning Torah because I'm learning Torah. And that's it. So why does Rebbe says, Torah, the tefillahs are going to be mekubal? I don't think that's right. I don't think that's the pshat what Rebbe is talking about. It doesn't mean that, right? So we've already explained that it's kabbalah tefillahs, the means over there, you'll be zochel avodas tefillah. So we don't have that question at that point. Torah is supposed to bring you to something. If you learn Torah and you don't learn it, you should get close to Hashem. It's missing Torah l'shema. Always person always learns. But playing is learning without status b'seir shekol dover. So this mamar over here really is teaching us learn. We can't look in the seir shekol dover, and that's what he's starting for over here from the beginning. Learn Torah to be close to Hashem, to be mispalo, and to be, or in close, strong, to be Malda, the Chaim Yisrael. Okay, so now we get that, right? Okay, so now, we know that learning Torah brings us to Tefillah and being Malda. So this is really the whole thing, the Chiyas, right? The Chaim is the Chiyas. The Ches is the Chiyas. Full of Chiyas, clarity, Chochmah, Sodom, Torah, if you don't have that, you have the nun that stays after the ches, right? Right? When the Rebbe explains over here the chen over here, really over here he's explaining what he meant in the beginning. The Rebbe says chen, he says, I mean this. And over here there's 2 chens. There's 2 kinds of chen. There's a chen of malchus, which is just in the beginning, right? And there's the chen of which happens at the end. And there's one in the middle, which is the connection between the 2 chens. So we got 3 levels of chen, he says over here. So now. So learning Torah business. Okay, so now let's go to the second question we have on the first words of this Torah, knock out that Torah. Before we had one question, it's not kasha anymore, right? There's one question over here. Rabbi, what do I have to learn, You tell me what I gotta learn. What I'm supposed to learn. Right? Shall learn. First thing, Chumash, Rashi, what we're about. That's Tanakh, also. Shais, Gemara, Shana, Shoya, Rebbe's Farm, Kabbalah, well, Chassidus, well, Rebbe, come here, tell me this. Oh, so over here he explains everything. Says, I'm talking about all the levels. Shall learn Ian, Shakir, over here explains the whole. So let's just start with the Ian and Bekiyas. Okay? So that's the first thing. Says learn B'koyach, which means Koyach means two things. It means first thing just sit down and learn, which means even if you don't understand, and if you think you don't understand, you think something that we don't think. This is something that everybody does all the time. I got no Koyach right now. I'm all knocked out. Too busy. Unless you're really used to learning your Favrusis, you have to finish. You're working somewhere. You got a job. Take off today. Look at my old guys. I know you're going to take off every day. Take off today. Just every day is like that. Just today. So you just take off, right? So B'koyach means what the Rebbe speaks about this very explicitly, very clearly. In Shechayim Vav, you don't raise Sichas. We know there's nobody around, just the Rebbe. Rak Ravin. Nobody should mix up what the Rebbe talks about. He means it. Now, he means this thing for everybody that sees that he has a problem. He's not learning. And he has a problem that he doesn't have the power to wake up his seichel through the Torah B'koyach. And the Yitzhak gets him that just every day is just wasting his time with all these things that people waste time. We don't have to figure it out. You don't have to elaborate about all these things. That's what we're doing. We're fooling around your life. That's what we're doing a lot of good things. So you got to get down to B'koyach, which means that's like a limit of a kiss. Means one side, right? Okay, from one side, another side, no. The B'koyach means, right? If you can, put your own koyach in. Which koyach? Thank you, what you can. Try to understand. Just try. And this is what learning really is. Just learn and try to understand. And Rebbe said, if you don't understand, stay with the first koyach, the plain koyach. If you don't understand it, you're doing the whole thing of the koyach. But get the koyach, this you have to do, because the Shechina fell, you got to pick it up. Yeah? You can't, somebody who fainted, just any water from the faucet. You don't have to have mineral water, Just give him water, spray, give him something, wake him up. And that's what we have to do ourselves. It's very important, this point. Okay, so that's the first thing, right? Okay, so over here we also have a thing. The first limit, the learning plane, right? Now let's touch it out. There's many ways we can touch it out, but the main status over here is clearly that we have to touch everything into this over here. Because we have three levels. And even if you focus on this, these are really the three levels at the beginning of this Torah also. There's the level of the when Chun Ches V'Nun is Mischaber. There's a level of the beginning, which is Balayla. Right? And there's a level of attaching both. That's so really Rebbe here is B'nai Obey. He's explaining what he meant in the middle of the beginning of the Torah. As the Rebbe always, everything says, if you go in the Torah, you can find what he meant in the beginning. Like in the beginning, you can't give things such status, right? You can't say that because over here he explains what he means. You can't say that anymore. Anyway, if you want to say the man Romans is status only, over here he explains what he means. So he means something else. Okay, so let's go back to these explanations. I can't talk about everything over here because it's out of this world. It means also like, what shall I learn? Learn Chumash? Okay, so every kind of limit has a different thing, Chumash has something, it's the Abish's words, it's a holy, right? Tanakh, so, it's something. So you have one kind of koyach. You have a koyach that's called Shnais, which is an Rasham, it's a koyach that's main Torah. The mission of Shnais is the main thing we should be learning every time. We should remember Shnais. But you still don't have the feeling, I got the Gemara, right? But the man, you don't have to get the Shulchan Aruch, right? Then after that, but I don't know what I'm about. I got the Zohar. And you have the Rebbe. And those Svarim from the Tzaddikim, which is like one thing, how to hold on to Eibishter. So over here, it's like all these Svarim are like also separated with this. You have the Koyach is a thing that is just reading plain. You have the things that connect, is like learning more Mishnayos and our more understanding something, right? And you have the connection, which is like Zohar, Kabbalah, Shulchan Aruch, like Slamaisa. It's connected. So you see, so now it comes out that the Rebbe shows, what should I learn? Learn anything you can, but you have to, the point is to connect these three things. So now we have the bottom line of this also. A person is searching to look at the Seichel HaPnimish of the Choldover, right? Yes, I understand. There's people working a lot in Rebbe Svarim, Baal Shem Tov, because this is like where the connection. Here's what the connection is. So we have learn b'koyach, sit and chazal kut halachos. Chazal the Rebbe Svarim is powerful. It's a nachal levev koyach chachma. And learning b'koyach because you want to hold yourself on. If you don't get it, because there's no one can teach you what brains is, what meaning of life is, what's life all about. Of course, it's a Hashem in these words, but sometimes it means something to you that doesn't mean anything. You have a Rebbe, it tells you everything. Tells you how to get up, how to do it. Learn it b'koyach, just chazal, Then try to connect to it. Then it will connect. It will shine into you. And you should be oisik in these three things. It's like the three Nakudas. Nakudas Tzaddik, which is the connection of Nakudas Haverim and Nakudas Atzma. It's the same thing with any kind of learning you're doing. What should I learn? Should I learn B'Iyan or B'Kiyas? You need B'Kiyas. So, again, we're talking about right now, it isn't in a way that we're talking to say that there is such a thing of learning like that. I'm coming into this thing here from another point. When you learn, you have these three things. When you learn, you have at the beginning focus on B'Koyach. Right now, I'm trying to wake up my Nekudas Tevis. So you do that when you learn B'Kiyas, of course, right away. You do that at any limit, which is like a nigla limit. You do that in any limit which has to wake you up, right? To get you in. You have a limit that you're doing, which is you're starting to understand. You don't understand clearly. You're doing that to connect your understanding with the koyach, which is the way you're trying to connect the Son of the Living One. You're happy what you have, but you're yearning to the other part. You're looking forward. You can see the end of the tunnel. You see the light. You want to get it. And when you're learning something that has the connection of Ches v'Nun, you're the same thing. You're learning b'koyach to start to understand. And you're trying to get the connection of Nun v'Ches, which means I know exactly why I'm learning. I'm learning to be able to dam b'kalah, to feel close to Hashem, and to be always to get myself high and to understand the pnimish of the Choldover. Get myself high to get myself out of my reader. Okay, so we have over here Hezbollah. What to learn? Torah says, "Al Torah, where are you Torah? Ian, Bechias, Lamdas." I mean, every one of them in the right place. You should learn in this manner. As the Rebbe says also, the Torah Bala Tefillah, it means be mispowered, show that you should come and avoid us Tefillah, as we explained. The Kabbalah Tefillah means that in the beginning. You should be able to start being a basic Tefillah. Later on, it means how the Tefillah should become Niskabel through being Divrei Chen. You should have Chen, as we'll see further on the 5 levels. The Rebbe speaks about how we get our tefillahs to be Mikubal. But so we've learned something very important. What is what does it mean? Right? So Rebbe finished this is Yaldei Torah. So Mikshazeh come Zen Oifel. Yaakov and Esav. Well, this Torah is also talking about always Yaakov and Esav. Because Yaakov is turning over everything in this world to Seichel. Esav is Layach B'Tzksuv. Esav is all the problems, the Golas. Yaakov is Damtaka Sadin, right? Shazeh come, when Yaakov comes, there's no din anymore. You have Yaakov, the din falls away. You have Yaakov, the Seichel, right? The Ksinas falls away. If you have Seichel Kedusha, Malchus Kedusha, if you have even Malchus Kedusha, Zer come, Malchus, Zer Malchus or so gets out of it right away. So when you start learning Torah B'Koyach, or any of these levels, anything, the kavanah of a person is what? To bring in Malchus Hashem in the world, Malchus Atzilus, Torah brings in Malchus Atzilus. The Shefa Chochma, the world of Hashem, it brings in, and to chase away the Kisui, the Sheker from the world. They come, Zen Neufel. Right? As I Neufel in his battle, Malchus Rashua. And Rebbe explains how this thing works, because really it's Neufel in his battle, but then you grow more and more, as we learned before. Right? But the most important point is to get out of the golus of Esav. He's holding your throat. He's choking you. Get out of it. And how do you get out of it? So he explains this. The Pasuk says, Yeshurim Darkei Hashem. Tzadikim Yeilchu Bam, Poyishim Yikoshlu Bam. Yeshurim Darkei Hashem. Tzadikim Yeilchu Bam, Poyishim Yikoshlu Bam. Well, in this pasuk, we have to understand the whole thing we just learned over here. Whatever explains a plain taich over here, which is a chiddush, and pushes Yeshurim Darkei Hashem. The Gemara says, Yeshurim Darkei Hashem. The Gemara says, two people are eating a carbon pesach, right? One says, "Hey, this is very delicious, a kelbel, it's roasted, it's a lamb. So delicious. Thank you so much. It's a very nice meal." And someone says, "It's carbon pesach. You're in the Sabbath to shine now." So Yeshurim Darkei Hashem, there's to give us mitzvahs. Tzadikim Yeilchu Bam, to have it with the mitzvah. Poyishim Yikoshlu Bam, he's nechshel. The kind of a mitzvah, but he doesn't have to seichel the mitzvah. What else I do? It's Chazal Taich over here. There's a Mishnah, right? The Mishnah about if you're allowed to talk, they tell all the truths and tricks. The Mishnah says all the tricks of the Ganova, what they thought, He said, don't tell them because people use brains, they use understanding to rob. Intelligence, so you have intelligence, you know how to do the trick. So you have this Yeshurim Darkei Hashem means that this person can use seichel, which over here it means already chochma the sitracha. Not only the levona sitracha, it's the seichel sitracha. And also you have a different seichel, which is that I use, very tasty. So you can't use it anymore, right? But what's the way to get out of this? So we just learned, right, that you have to break through Torah. You break. So the Rebbe explains that. And al the Darkei Hashem, which is the Torah, which we made derech. The Darkei Hashem, the Torah, al the tzadikim should break him malchus kedusha. Tzadikim adovik malchus kedusha. They always pick it up and they work on getting further and further. That's what it says, right? Dvukim b'malchus kedusha means that they stay in one place. No, they just go up and down, down and up and down. They go up and up. Through the Torah, they get that way to go up and hold on, always going to Derech Hashem. God doesn't want this whole thing. It's like he doesn't understand what he gets the Torah, he gets the whole thing. But if you just allow Malchus Rashua to be in that place, you don't break it with the Koach of Torah, and you give up, you can't do anything, you have no power. Because he has a shnoifa v'nichne, is put yikoshlu bam, which means if you want to be good, you're not good because you're nechshel, somebody fooled you, right? Sometimes you're too smart, right? And sometimes you're just too dumb, right? Sometimes you're too smart, like the more of the error, and sometimes just understand you like this. You look at it very plainly. Nice meal. So but you're nechshel, this is mitzvahs. So sometimes you're doing a mitzvah, and you can enjoy it so much. It's Pesach, it's great, right? And this taste is the taste of a mitzvah, But you're saying, but I don't feel it. But you do the mitzvah. So you're nechshel is saying that the mitzvah stays down your nose. The one right after that says, but he's doing a mitzvah, so I'm going to say, oh, right, you're right. That's the next one. But the first word is very nice. But doing a mitzvah. It should really be B'chai yourself, waking up and doing business out of this world. Wow. Okay, I like that. I like it. So what can I do? Okay, so Bis Hamikdash is special. My grandfather's years going on from Bis Hamikdash is so special. The other guy does it because he's very smart brains, The person he doesn't believe in the whole thing. Just doesn't believe it. It's Chochmah and it's Rachman. Okay. So now we'll understand that Malchus and Shab can say it's such a Neufel v'nichna alidat Torah. But we have to understand how this whole thing could possibly be Yisharem Dark Hashem Tzadik Ne'echel B'Posik Koshtabam. You have the whole thing. Look at this. Yisharem Dark Hashem means that what? What are the Dark Hashem? What's the Derech Hashem? Derech Hashem is that you start with Torah and you come to Hashem. It's a derech. It's like a derech. You live in this world, Ashrei, Tmimei, derech. And everything you do with Tmimus. You go by derech. You just go to derech HaTorah. Derech HaTorah is the whole day, the whole night. Derech HaTorah is you go to derech HaTorah, right? That's what it ties over there, huh? Yaakov is done, this is because you're looking at his seichel. This derech is a seichel, it's Tmimus. I'm always, sorry. Yisharem Dark Hashem. If you go with Derech Hashem, you'll always find a way to be close to Hashem. You're connecting the Nun with the Ches. Tzadikim, Yev Chabom, if you're Dovik in Tzadikim, you're learning Sfar with Tzadikim, you're going to understand what we're talking about. With Poishim, right? If you're not interested in the whole thing, you can learn Torah, you can learn everything. Poishim, you Kosh Lubom, you say, Torah is not going to do with the So that's what Rebbe brings it, and his explanation says that the Dark Hashem, the Torah, which means the Tzaddik Madveikim b'Torah, which you learn Torah in the right way, right? And it's Chaskim V'Kav, if you learn the Torah the right way, so every kind of limit has something, every mitzvah has something. But Poishim, if you're not interested in it, Poishim means Bayachbas, have no roots into it, you Kosh Labom. Your mouth says you have to break. So the first saying over here, the explanation is you always have to break this mouth show with your first learning. Just when you Kabbalah oil mouth Shemayim, no, look, I'm searching for the Eibush. I have to pick up the chain by Amiti, Shachshav Nofal. But when you say no Rabin, it says Achshav. Why when you say no Rabin? With only small Averelach, have the clippers like not big Averelach, have bigger clippers. When you say no Rabin, it's a small Averelach, a lot of them. That makes you don't understand how Hashem is with you. And it's Achshav. Achshav means you're always busy. I'm busy. Achshav. I'm always pressure. Achshav. Achshav, but it's in the Ram. Achshav means the Golas. Esav. Achshav means the Golas. Achshav is, what Rabbi says before, Ki Achshav is in the Ram. Chshir Samita Shir Sral Nachman. Like the Lashon Bavin is Sarabin. We were on B'dayag. Remember we were on B'dayag when it's Sarabin. And so there's no chayin. There's no chashivas. Yeah, so your first kavanah has the main thing there. The letter b'koyach, the big it's here we have a plural pshat. By b'koyach, b'koyach means to down learn b'koyach. It also means you're searching for the koyach master. You're going to from Hashem's koyach. The search because you know how Hashem is there. Because you have his neufel v'nichna on the Torah. Then his neufel v'nichna on the Torah. Hashem shall help us. We should get learning that way. We're coming to Tisha B'Av. We don't learn until Tisha B'Av. So there's no really explanation for this whole thing, Just from saying that and other times we know you're not to learn. It's all about that because the main goal is the people are searching for Hashem. Have other things in mind. You can always learn, but really the tachlis of Torah is learn Torah L'Shma. And that's one of the teachings of this Torah. You should look for Seichel Dover. Everything you do, you have to look in the Seichel. You're learning Torah, you're not looking at the Seichel of it. You can't understand what the Shema is all about. But here's a place where that's to change. Are you trying to connect to the Chain of the Eibush, to the Nachas Eibush has, or you just didn't start from there? You have to start. You have Ayeles Aholm, Ayeles Chain. The Torah should be Ayeles Aholm. It makes you close to Hashem. The Ayeles Chain, I explained, the Ayilsa is the the Chatzais, getting up in the morning. You have to start from there. Learning the Torah, which is Lashma, which is, I want Hashem. And that way we keep on learning all the time Torah, B'koyach. And with Marbe and Limud at Tzadikim, the Sifra at Tzadikim, like that's would have been symptom of Seichel will find it, because we have to need that, the most important thing. We shouldn't bring about the Persian. But the whole koyach we have to be able to hold on a day comes from Torah. So that's the way we should be learning, we're living our days. What it's a toiv and not what it's a har. It's a toiv is that just whatever you learn, you use it. You filled up my battery, you're going to use your kli, whatever your electric object, your electric appliance. Just use it. Batteries on. Use it. Do it. Don't say I didn't learn enough. Never say that. Whatever you learn when you can. Whatever I learned today, I learned. Now I can use it. I know there's a Eibishter. I know there's Chachma and Kedush in the world. Yitzhar makes Yisharim Dark Hashem, but Poishim, you cost the bum. That the whole day away, I didn't remember enough. Because you really mean it good. It's good. It's good. You want, but you didn't get it straight. Yitzhar comes into mitzvahs. And most people can learn a whole day, you know. And then the person that is learning all day, Yisharim Dark Hashem, Torah is really can bring it up, but Poishim doesn't want to get anywhere. He's not going to get anywhere through that learning of. He's not going to get anywhere that should come to Tefillah and to Allah Asachay and to Staklas Aseichel. That's what Rebbe brings pasuk, which is teaching us everything. And this is the whole Arichos Hagol. Hashem should help us. We should learn Torah, the way to get close to Hashem, and every limit makes us close. And as Rebbe says in Torah Vov, and the Sikha Vov, just learn. Gives us a seder of learning. Rebbe gives us a seder of learning to finish. And he says you have to learn Achain Hayoim Maspik, which means you go to sleep with chayvus. You're a bankrupt guy, you have chayvus. Because if you don't have chayvus, how much you have to learn? You'll learn. You don't do anything. And Rebbe said, okay, you didn't finish it. Don't be nervous about it. He teaches us not to be nervous about it. Just you accept the amount. After the Parashat Shavua, you got to do some Mishnayos. After the Shulchan Aruch, you got to do some Gemara. You got to do some Zohar, right? And you have to want to finish this. Gemara with Rosh Hashanah. Don't forget about it. Rosh Hashanah also. Now, if you get that on your head, you're always busy. But you have to do it in a happy way. I'm very happy way because I want to get through this today. This is Derech Halimud Rebbe, which brings us down to reality. Because the Rebbe says at the beginning is everything is Torah B'Koyach. If you don't have this Sicha Vav, this plain word explanation, the Rebbe explains us what's happening with us tonight. Most of the time you can't learn at all, so the whole thing doesn't work. This way it does work. But of course, the Rebbe does say we should get our minds working, learn, and you can do it. You get it. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes a month or two, or a year or two, you can't. So that's the time you should just keep up. You're gonna, with limited Torah, in any way you can do it, you're gonna get back to yourself. You have to get back to yourself. Bocher or gang yeshiva. That's the time to be in. Get everything out of your magachir, your yeshiva, shir you have, the tape you have. Listen to the tapes. Get it going. Do it. But do it this way. There's both ways help. You have the limit of Mekoyach, you have the understanding, you have to connect. So we'll be able to connect our tzlacha, that the Torah should bring us to Tefillah, and to Kabbalah Tefillah, and to Ma'ala D'Chain, which is the connection of Chesed Shalom, be the nachas rots min Hashem. Amen.